Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Now this week, as all weeks, I've been to the antique shop and bought some lovely, lovely coins. I must say, today has been a very, very good day. I've got all kinds of coins. Victorian sterling silver, old Victorian copper coins before they were brass, some old Carolean Charles II coins, some proof coins, all types of coins, a lovely array of British coins bought at the antique shop, and I'll show you them now. I've put all the coins in this nice wooden box. As usual, I'll give you a sneak peek of what's inside and what's to come. Whoa, oh, that was a good one. And also, there's one thing here in an envelope from the Royal Mint Numismatic Bureau. Lovely old envelope. We'll have a look at that as well very soon, as there's some great coins inside. But we'll start off with what I think is the worst coin and build our way up to the best. But none of them are worst as in terrible, as they're all lovely coins. So, starting off with this. This is an 1894 blurry threepence. A very rare error. Obviously not. This is actually just a nice, lovely 1894 threepence with some dark toning on the background, bringing out the design. So it's a classic design. We all know this design, I'm sure. Done by Jean-Baptiste Merlin, first in 1820s and used until the 1920s. This one is from 1894 and has a portrait of the veiled head Victoria on the obverse by Thomas Brock, and is a lovely old sterling threepence, although it is a bit sort of bent and a bit wonky. Now 1894 is a new date for my threepence date run. As we can see here, 1894 is a gap, so I can fill it in with this coin. So I've taken the plastic top off it. Now I can reach and grab the little piece of paper that I put in there, meaning I need an 1894, but now I don't. I can get rid of that, as I have the 1894 threepence to add to my threepence date run. Very nice. That's a great coin to have. Next up we have this, and this is a beautiful 1883 sixpence piece, as we can see here. Look at that. A great design, again by Jean-Baptiste Merlin, with the wreath around the word sixpence and the date at the bottom there, 1883, when it was made, and a crown at the top. A lovely design. This one has the young head or bun head portrait of Queen Victoria here, and has been potentially clipped or knocked on this side here. It's a bit, I don't know if you can see, but it's been a bit sort of flattened in, so it might have just been hit by something, or potentially it's been sort of clipped by someone. But apart from that, it is a great condition coin with a bit of wear, but still a nice light coloured coin with no dirt on it. And as I'm sure you've guessed, 1883 is a new date for my sixpence date run, which means we can bring in the sixpence tray. Here it is, and if we find, there we are, 1883, a date I need. So let's remove the plastic, slide that to the left, and then we can get out the 1883 bit of paper. No longer need that. And now we can put in our lovely sterling sixpence into the date run, another date ticked off for the sixpence date run, of which there are, to be fair, many dates to go, but that is the fun of collecting, as I've said. The next coin is a much older coin, and this is a farthing from the reign of Charles II, as we see here on the obverse. Now this coin looks quite like a Roman coin, if you know what I mean, just because it's been so worn. But we can make out Charles II here. The legend reads Carlos A. Carlos, translating to Charles, son of Charles, as Charles II was the son of Charles I. Quite a thick coin with some of the edge milling, some of the edge detail there, still intact, despite all the years. And then the reverse has the portrait of Britannia, the shield, the staff, and the leaves, quite visible there still, despite very heavy wear and a bit of corrosion on the coin. Now, you might be able to see it here. I have looked very carefully under my magnification, and I believe that this coin is an 1674 farthing. I'll try and get it in the right angle for you to see that. If you look there, you can quite clearly see definitely a 4 on the end, and then what looks to be a 7. And so it has to be 1600s, of course. So 1674 is my guess. Comment down below if you think otherwise. Now, I do actually have a 1674 farthing already in better condition. This coin was free. He literally just gave it to me. I put it in I was sort of building up a little pile of coins as I do, and then he gives the price, and then he just said, have this for free. So I thought, I do have it, but I will take it for free, of course. And this could be a future giveaway prize. So stay tuned for our next giveaway whenever we do the next one. I always forget the prices. So the 1883 sixpence was £4, so that's quite a good deal. And then the threepence here, the 1894 threepence, was actually only £1 sterling to buy that coin. So a fiver for those two, and then free Charles II farthing. Very good deal so far. And now we'll move on to the next coin, which is another sterling coin from Victoria. This is a shilling. As we can see, it is from 1891, with the Jubilee style design. A very rectangular shield here with the 4 parts, 2 with the 3 lines of England, 1 with the Harp of Ireland, and 1 with the Lion Rampant of Scotland. That is then crowned and surrounded by a garter with the date at the bottom, 1891, when it was made. Now, as you'd assume for a Jubilee design on the reverse, we have the Jubilee head on the obverse here by Sir Joseph Edgar Boham. Victoria facing to the left, crowned with a veil. Now, this coin is not the worst condition. It's quite, not that worn. It does have a bit of dirt here at the bottom and sort of a general sort of dirt on this obverse as well. But, that is to be expected after all these years, and it is still a very, very nice coin. And I'm sure you will guess a new date for my date run. But hold on, as I got 2 new sterling silver shillings to add to my date run. This one is a later design from 1896, now having the veiled head Victoria by Thomas Brock. It's still a lovely coin, quite worn, again, but a bit less dirt on this side. And this one is from 1896, as I say, has the 3 shields there, with the national flowers between, the garter around that, and the denomination at the date at the top and bottom. Another lovely coin, with edge milling intact, and both of these new sterling shillings can now be added to my date run of shillings. Very nice, let's add these coins in. 1891 shilling can now be replaced, the paper can now be replaced by the actual 1891 shilling. And moving down to 1896, there it is. This bit of paper or card can now be removed and add the real coin from 1896. So 2 new shillings there added to the date run. Very nice indeed. Right then, a break from the loose coins, and we'll take a moment to open this parcel from the Royal Mint Numismatic Bureau, which, as I'm sure you've guessed, is a set of coins rather than individual coins. This set is quite old. It's from the 1970s, from the early 70s, as we see, from 1970. And it is the coinage of Great Britain and Northern Ireland from 1970. But, as you know, they didn't make any more pre-decimal coins then, or did they? Well, in fact, this is the farewell to the coinage of, the old coinage as it is here. So this is a proof set. They are lovely proof coins from 53 years ago. And we have all our favourite old denominations released for the last time in the 70s in proof. We have the brass threepence there. Very nice. The classic pre-decimal penny from 1970. Not a date you see very often because it didn't circulate. This has a mintage of 750,000. So quite rare if it was to circulate, but they were all released in proof. We have the halfpenny or halfpenny there, again in lovely proof condition, better quality than the ones that will have been circulated. The English shilling there with the 3 lions, and then the counterpart Scottish shilling with the 1 rampant line. We then have the sixpence, a classic old little sixpence there from 1970 with this flowers of the nations design. We then have the 1970 florin with the usual rose design of the Elizabeth II coins, and a half crown from 1970 with the usual crowned shield design, and a little sort of medallion token thing with the Royal Mint logo, the old Royal Mint logo from 1970. The obverse has this portrait of the Queen, the usual one, but of course in this time the circulating coins had the new portrait by Arnold Machen for the decimal coins. And this is a farewell to our beloved old pre-decimal coins. I bought this set for £10 sterling, which is a great price, so I'm having a dilemma as to whether to rip these out and put them in my date runs, because a few of these dates I still need, but I'm not going to. Don't you worry, I'll buy them loose. I've got a few loose already. I'll buy the rest loose and keep this as a lovely set, because I think it would be a sin to destroy something that's so old, something so sort of beautiful after all these years. So comment down below what you think of this proof set. The next coin came in this pouch for £4 sterling and is labelled AF, which is almost fine, so not terrible condition, but nothing special in condition, but it is a very lovely coin, I must say. Look at this. Now this is one of the old style pre-1860 copper pennies, a huge coin, even compared to later pennies, from the 1800s that are still very big, but this is a big chunky penny made of pure copper and has the young head or bun-head portrait of Victoria by William Wine. The initials WW can sort of very faintly be seen there. This one is, let's get a focus on the date, 1855. So a few years before, these were last minted in 1860. So this is a great date, a new date for my penny collection. In fact, it's just a brilliant coin all round, apart from the hole. Now this hole, has obviously been stamped in by someone a while ago to wear as jewellery or a necklace or a pendant or something, and does, quite hugely devalue the coin. So I only got it for like £4, which is a great price, I think, still, just because, if you hold it like this, then you can still just, truly appreciate the beauty of the design. But it is hold, which is the one sort of shame about this coin. Now then, the last coin of today, the best coin of today, it is from 1891 and cost £26. Although I did actually haggle it down to £25. I say haggle, I just said, would you do 25? And he said, yes, for this 1891 crown. Now, I love crowns. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The size of the coin and the feel of the sterling silver after all these years, I wouldn't want, well, I wouldn't say no, but I prefer it to be worn. I wouldn't want one in uncirculated grade. The wear, just the beauty of this coin to handle is unmatched in other coins, I think. One of my favourite denominations. The date is really clear on this coin. You can clearly see 1891, a new date for my collection, which is always great. Oh dear! Which is always great. We have the classic portrait of St. George slaying the dragon by Benedetto Pesciucci, the sort of sovereign designer as well, and on the crowns. We have the cape, the helmet, the sword, and all the usual details. A lovely coin, edge milling intact, but a bit damaged because it is quite worn, as I say. Well, I say quite worn, it's worn, but everything's still visible. We see all the necklace beads of Victoria, her earring, the veil. You can see the initials of J.E.B., Sir Joseph Edgar, the designer of the portrait, and the legend around there. So all in all, a lovely beauty of a coin, my favourite pickup of today. So there we go, 7 lovely coins, but of course don't forget that proof set as well. Please, as always, comment down below your favourite pickup of today. Is it any of these sterling Victorian coins, some of the copper ones, or that proof set? Let me know in the comments down below. So there we go, I'm sure you'll agree, some absolute beauties this week, some lovely, lovely coins indeed, added to the collection, and more spaces in my date run filled. If you've enjoyed the video, please do leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon for some more coins on the channel. Bye!